Hey everybody, Rosematter here. Welcome to part 8 of my Higurashi When They Cry Tsumihoroboshi Let's Play. The last episode was crazy, so we are seeing Rena devolve further and further into her delusions. She got Keiichi wrapped up in it, and he believed her for a bit until he talked to Mion and kind of got things cleared up. And Rena is now believing that everybody's against her, and the only person who she can trust is Keiichi, which I feel like it's only a matter of time before she thinks that he's turned on him too because he went behind her back and talked to Mion. She even believes that Chie and the principal are in on it. The whole school is in on the Sonozaki death squad, which is like absolutely crazy. So I can't wait to see where this is going next. Like it's only a matter of time, like I said, before Rena snaps on somebody, before she becomes, a cornered animal. And what do cornered animals do? They attack. So let's jump back into it and let's see what happens next. Oh, well, we are starting right off with Rena and just that sound, right? That creepy sound. They were mowing the grass near the fence, which was probably a cover to monitor the surroundings. Just in case I tried to escape from the school. But they must have been thinking that would happen only after school was over. They seemed to have no idea I'd already noticed their plan and was trying to run away right at that very moment. I couldn't use the front gate since they'd find me easily. I moved behind the school building, made sure nobody was around the curry garden, ran through it, and dashed into the forest. I walked through the dense undergrowth, stepping on dead wood and climbing over fallen trees. After walking through the forest for a while, I came to a small road. I know many back roads in this village because of our club activities, and that knowledge had finally come in handy. So what should I do now? I'm sure the girl already passed on my message to Chie-sensei. Those men must be going crazy by now, knowing that I ran away.
竜宮さんの総体を他に聞いている人はいませんか？
Everybody in the class looked at each other and shook their heads. Chie-sensei looked a bit upset that Rena left school early without telling her in person.
でもレナさん、最近はいつも体調悪そうでございましたものね。みー。レナ、カバンなんかも置きっぱなしだし、どうしちゃったんだろ
う。なんだか嫌な予感がするぜ。
Oh boy, and Keiichi's not going to say anything, or is he? I think I know what's going on. I'm not sure, but I have a very bad feeling about this. She must have taken another ridiculous story seriously or something. I hope she won't do anything crazy. Is Keiichi going to go... Maybe Keiichi and the group are going to go drop off the bag. God help her if Mion drops off the bag, and then Rena's just going to flip out and be like, she followed me home, and she's going to do something to me. I hurried home. My father might be at his new job, or he might have gone shopping. He wasn't around when I got there, or Rena's going to be like, they already got him. They caught him, and they're torturing him right now for information. Now that they're on the move, I'm no longer safe in my house. They're very dangerous people. They've trained to be capable of attacking the Ministry of Construction, and they actually pulled off the kidnapping of the grandson of the minister. Locked doors and windows don't mean anything to them. In fact, it'd be like I was hiding in a box, which they could just open up to get at me. And there's that thing again with Rena, home is supposed to be her sanctuary, but now she doesn't even feel safe there anymore. I can no longer stay at my home. It's very sad and very frustrating. I killed Rena and Teppei and finally regained a peaceful life with my father. How could this happen to me? I remembered what Keiichi-kun told me before. It expressed my feelings better than anything. Why did she give me those terrifying scrapbooks? Why did she tell me the secret of that unthinkable conspiracy? She got me into this. I didn't do anything. It's all Mio-san's fault. Who was interested in her stories? I was. Who let her continue talking? I did. I did that out of curiosity. Who let the memories of Ibaraki return and told Mio-san about them? I did. I depended on Mio-san, hoping she could somehow save me from the memories I've been trying to forget. I shouldn't have remembered anything about that bizarre incident. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gotten involved in that unthinkable conspiracy, and I could have just played around with my friends today. But even if I didn't know about the conspiracy, it still continued behind the scenes. I would have been one member of the mob running in a panic, not knowing what's going on the day of Oyashiro-sama's revival. I would have been just swallowed up in their conspiracy anyway. Would I be happier if I faced that day without knowing anything? Would I be happier if I struggled, knowing about it, but ended up swallowed by it? If I'm going to end up the same way no matter what I choose to do, I'll fight. I'll choose to fight. Because that's how I seized my happiness before, and fighting means killing. When Rena invaded my home, seduced my father, I felt like it was the end of the world. I lived on the verge of despair every day. I thought that was the worst misfortune that could befall anyone. But the way things are going, it wasn't really that bad at all. I had only 2 enemies, Rena, Mamiya, and Teppei Hojo. I knew my enemies, and I knew how many they were. I lured them out one by one, and I attacked them in the dark. It was a very easy problem to solve. But what about this one? I don't know who my enemies are, and I don't know how many or how strong they are. Even the people I once trusted might be my enemies. I can't possibly be sure. It's totally different from the previous problem. This might be the end of the world. This time it really was the worst thing that could possibly happen. So, if I remember correctly, at the end, when they had the list of people who died in the gas attack, Rena wasn't there, so I wonder if she just took off? Maybe she was like, maybe the day of reckoning is coming or something and she needs to get out, so maybe that's how she survived, is she just left. But is that really the case? With Rena, I felt like it was the end of the world, but I no longer think it was that bad. So this might turn out to be an easy problem to solve in the end, and I might be able to laugh about it someday. I know that day will come. I know it for sure. So I shouldn't think that this is the end of the world. Let's fight. I can fight. I can still struggle. I'd eat grass and drink mud if I needed to. I'm going to bet on the 1% chance even though it's unbelievably small. Mio-san didn't leave me the scrapbooks. I wouldn't have been able to sit at the table to bet. I was lucky I received the scrapbooks because they gave me the chance to choose my future. If I don't fight, they'll spread the terrible parasite and this village will face a great disaster. According to the legend, when the demons first came out of the swamp, people became demons right after being infected. And it happened while they were inside the village. These days, symptoms appear only when infected people leave the village, but that only applies to the later, weaker parasite. The original parasite can reenact the curse of Oyashiro-sama even when the infected are in the village. The legend of Oyashiro-sama will be reborn. Humans and demons will start killing each other, and Oyashiro-sama will come down to pacify the disaster. That's what they want. They want people to prostrate themselves before that miracle, and only the people who truly worship Oyashiro-sama will be saved. I see. I know their true intention now. They're going to reenact the legend of Oyashiro-sama. After all, the villagers always say that Rika-chan is his reincarnation. The stage is all set. Oh boy, she's gonna go after Rika. Ooh, in this one, does Rena kill Rika? That's what I wonder too about Rika is, so she always dies, but is it the same person who kills her each time? They're going to use the parasite as the curse. So how are they going to make it look like Oyashiro-sama came down to pacify everyone? I get it. They must have some kind of medicine, a specific cure for the parasite. When they recreated the stronger form of the parasite, they found a cure for it at the same time. Yeah, because didn't Rika say she was going to die in 10 days? So maybe Rena is the one who does it. They're going to use this cure to save only those people who believe in Oyashiro-sama, and as a result, this village will only have those fervent believers. They're going to make themselves the absolute rulers of Hinamizawa. Wait, I still might be underestimating them. Are they going to carry out that horrifying act of bioterrorism only inside Hinamizawa? History proves that when their goal is to control others, people desire to spread their religion across a wide area. I'm sure that they conducted research not only to bring back the primitive form of the parasite, but also to overcome its weakness, namely that it only thrives in Hinamizawa. According to Mio-san's research, the parasite doesn't like its host to be far from the region. Its weakness is distance. If they could extend the distance, if they could extend the area where it can live, I wonder how far along their research is. By now, the parasite might be able to live not only in Hinamizawa, but in Okinomiya as well. Or maybe even in the city? Maybe the whole prefecture? It might be able to cover nearby prefectures as well. This is too serious to just call it a conspiracy. It's horrifying enough, and its scale large enough to call it a revolution. The day of revival is probably not far off. I can tell by how they killed Mio-san, by the extent of their pressure they've been putting on me. They're trying to get rid of the small fish bones stuck in their throat by any means, because that day is coming ever closer. I'm the only one who could stand up against their revolution. I can't trust anybody. I think I can trust Keiichi-kun. But no one else. Yeah, not for long, though. Mi-chan is out of the question. I can't trust Rika-chan either. Sadako-chan and Rika-chan stick together like super glue, so I can't trust Sadako-chan either. I can't trust any adults. I can't trust anybody. Nobody is on my side. I have to stand up against them alone. The clock is ticking towards that day, and the ticking noise made me frustrated. So this is kind of, I guess, going back to when Keiichi, when he was kind of feeling this paranoia, but he felt like he couldn't trust anybody, and that kind of drove him mad. And at first, Rena had people she felt like she could depend on, but now she's just feeling more and more isolated, and that's just making it worse. How should I fight against them? What should I do? I needed time to think. I needed a place, a safe area where I could concentrate on thinking. Fortunately, I had such an area already. My hideout at the garbage dump. Nobody ever goes there, so it's safe. Even if they found out about that place, I'm familiar with its surroundings. I knew escape routes and places where I could hide. But it has a big shortcoming as a hiding place. It's not hard to imagine what that is. I don't have any stock of food there. That's why I came home. I opened one of my father's drawers and took out his cash box. The contents hadn't changed since the last time I looked inside. There were many new 10,000 yen bills in the cash box. I took them all. I couldn't tell how many bills there actually were, but it looked to be about 80 of them. This should be plenty. If I evaded them long enough to use all this money, that would mean I did pretty well. Plus, I might use it to buy someone off. You can never have too much money, especially in a situation like this. I didn't take the bank book. If they were waiting an ambush at the bank, I'd be done for. It's too risky to withdraw money at the bank, except she's all about how everybody in the village, or like people in the village are in on it, but then if she still has to go buy food, she still has to go to the stores and stuff. I grabbed my backpack. I took the key for my bicycle. I put everything I think it would be convenient to have into the backpack. I didn't care if it got heavy. I'd choose what was necessary to carry around later at my hideout. If there ended up being something I didn't need, I can leave it there. I looked at the clock. It had been 30 minutes since I came home. I stayed here too long. I rushed out of the house. I went to a small convenience store and bought as much sweet bread and canned food as I could fit into my backpack. An old lady was at the register. Probably suffering from dementia, she showed no interest in the extraordinary amount of food I was buying. But as soon as the manager of the store checked the sales that night, he'd find out. The idea didn't bother me, because I can no longer walk around the village in the daylight anyway. My backpack was full and the cans hurt my back as I walked. But that didn't bother me either. I got to my hideout, still carrying the heavy backpack. I organized the stuff I brought. It was very heavy to carry, but now I had sufficient food. The abandoned construction office still had running water, so I could get some from there. I'd wanted to get some vegetables, but in a situation like this, I could hardly complain. After I organized things, I took out the scrapbooks I hid here and put my brain in top gear, flipping through the pages. So, now what? How am I going to stand up against this gigantic conspiracy? I needed to calm down, stay cool, but also to think fast. There might not be a lot of time, so I'd have to hurry, but I don't know what to do. It's easy to run to school in the morning when I overslept. It's easy because I know where I should go. But now I don't know where I should go, or what I should do. I feel like eventually she's going to be found, like she's going to be discovered missing, and everybody's going to be looking for her. And Keiichi, if not, the rest of the group knows that she goes to the dump a lot, so they're going to find her, and I feel like she's going to be like, oh, they've come for me. Now that I've come to this point, I should tell Oishi-san everything. It's highly likely he's an enemy. But that doesn't matter anymore. If it was true, I'd just declare war. But if he was on my side, he would be my only remaining hope, and this is like Heiichi in Chapter 1, where Oishi was the only one he was talking to, because he's the only one that, will listen to me. I'm far too weak to stand alone against the terrifying scale of this conspiracy poised to instill fear through Japan. I'd have to use a public phone to make the phone call. There's only one public phone in the village that stands at a place where it's hard for people to spot you. That phone booth. The one that Keiichi died in at the end? It stands in the middle of nowhere where nobody really comes around. Many bugs gather around the light when it's dark, and it's not a pleasant place to go to. That phone booth pops up a lot, doesn't it? But I can't think of any other public phones I can use to contact Oishi-san without being seen. Even though it stands in the middle of nowhere, it's still dangerous to use in the daylight. I should wait until nightfall and take advantage of the darkness. I heard that Oishi-san has been holed up in the station since Mio-san's murder case, so I should be able to reach him any time. I have the number for the direct line to his office, too. The sky was still bright. Even though I had no time, I still had to wait for it to get dark. Frustrated, I glared at the sunset. I should find something to do. I couldn't waste any time that I had, so there must be something to do. After I thought about what I could do, I found that there was something I wanted to confirm, something I'd been worried about. I couldn't do anything else before it got dark anyway. Staying here doing nothing would just make me more frustrated. I made my decision and left the hideout. Rena's father paced up and down restlessly in front of his house. A bicycle appeared, its rider ringing the bell. A police officer from the Hinamizawa police station had shown up. Oh great, now the police are looking for her, and that's just going to be worse. Having rushed to get there, he was breathing hard.
お待たせしました。状況をお伺いします。確かに施錠して出て行ったんです。そうしたら、まず家の扉が開きっぱなしになってまして。
He led the police officer into the house.
それで、私の部屋の手提げ金庫がまんまとやられまして。ご主人、これはその時のまま？触ってない？ええ。犯人の指紋とかあるだろうと思いまして、金庫には触れてません。ただ中身を確認したので、中のものには少し触れています。それで取られたものは？貯金通帳と印鑑は大丈夫だったんですが、中に入ってた現金を全部。通帳と印鑑大丈夫だったんですか？そりゃあ不幸中の幸いでしたね。最近は通帳から足がつくと思って、プロは現金しか持ってかないんですよね。こりゃあだいぶ手慣れた空き巣かな。金庫ごと持ってかないでこの場で開けちゃうってんだから相当のプロだね。で、お金はどのくらいやられちゃって？ちょっと数えてなかったんですが、多分1万円札で100枚近くはあったと思います。ああ、そう。それだけの現金が入ってることを誰かに知らせた？いえ、誰にも知らせてはいませんが。あの女たちならこの家に金があることを知っていたかも。
He thinks that Rena and Teppei are still alive, so he's probably like they came back and took the money.
あの女？ちょっとお話を聞かせていただけますか？
Oh, now this is bad because they're going to be looking for them, and because it's like, they kind of slide under the radar. They're like, not the most upstanding citizens, so people might not really care if you don't see them for a while. But now that the police are actually looking for them, oh gosh, it's only a matter of time before they're probably going to find the bodies of them.
実はあまりみっともいい話じゃないんで、マミやリナという女とですね。
Just then, the phone rang.
すみません、ちょっと出てきますね。すぐ戻ります。
He grabbed the phone.
はい、リュウグウです。
すみません、前原と申しますが、レナさんはいらっしゃいますか？
レーナはまだ帰ってきてません。
Oh, yeah, Keiichi's probably going to go to the dump, isn't he? It's like, that's where she's going to be.
まだ帰ってない？
申し訳ないんですが、ちょっと今立て込んでます。遊びの電話でしたら、またかけ直していただけますかね。申し訳ないですね。失礼いたします。
He hung up after that. I was stunned. It didn't look like anything had changed on the surface. Man, I noticed that just now. I think somebody may have left a comment about it, but I really noticed that just now, like how her text is slowly going from pink to red. I guess the more she goes into this, this paranoia, but like, wow, I really see how red it is now. It was hard to find this place at all because it perfectly blends in with the surroundings. Oh, she's checking the bodies. I only found this place again because I remembered there was a tree with a big lump of wood on it nearby. The spot where I buried the corpses was perfectly camouflaged, as if nothing had happened. That's why, at first, I thought I came to the wrong place. But I can make certain once I stick a shovel into the ground. I should be able to tell right away whether this place was dug up before or not. And this is like when Keiichi went to go check the body of Teppei as well, where he was like, he thought that maybe he wasn't dead. After several false starts, I found the exact spot where I buried the corpses. But the biggest problem of all, is that there are no bags in there at all. Shit, why? How come? Did I bury them deeper than this? No, I didn't. I remembered exactly how deep I buried them. I know I didn't bury them deeper than this, and this is just like what happened with Keiichi, where he's like, where's the body? I wasn't expecting this. I came here to check the corpses. I just wanted to do that to kill some time. I didn't want to stay in my hideout doing nothing, so I came here to check if the corpses I buried were still there. I'd made sure they were still there, and I'd feel relieved. It was supposed to go like that. This was such an unexpected turn of events, I broke out into a cold sweat. I wasn't expecting this either. What's going on? What's going on? I don't need to calm down to think about what happened. Corpses can't come back to life and crawl out of the ground. Someone must have dug them out. Who did it, and for what purpose? Did anyone happen to see us burying the corpses here? And did they dig them out after we left? What if they handed them over to the police? No, it can't be. It's been quite a while since the day we buried them here. So now I'm like, is this just another mistake? Is she mistaken about something again? Or is the body actually, were the bodies dug up? And if so, like they, had everything placed back perfectly. This is where I'm like, this is just like with the Keiichi thing where I was like, okay, is Teppei, was he dead the whole time and the body was moved? Or was Keiichi just imagining the whole thing? But like, because the thing about that is like the difference with Keiichi is that he did that by himself. But like, Rena had all of them bring the body parts over. So like, what? It was before the Watanagashi festival. So if the police did find the corpses, when Oishi contacted me, he had to know about Rena and Teppei. But he didn't tell me anything about them. Oh gosh, she's like, I can't trust Oishi either. I don't think he was hiding anything on purpose either. So that means the police didn't know about Rena and Teppei yet. Then why are the corpses gone? That would leave only one answer. Who knows about this place? Oh no. Oh no, she's gonna be like, it was Mion or Sadako or Rika or Keiichi. The first person who comes to mind is Mion. I mean the Sonozaki family, but I can't think of a reason why they would do that. The murder of Rena and Teppei had nothing to do with them. I'm sure they don't want to get involved either, let alone be falsely accused. They must want to stay as far away from that case as possible. Why would they want to keep the corpses? It's like keeping a joker even though you'll lose if you have the joker by the end of the game. If I were Michan, what would I do? What would I do if I was club president? The joker is a card that you want to get rid of, at least in the game I mentioned earlier, but it becomes a powerful card in other games. What kind of game would that be? An electric shock ran through my spine. At the same time I realized it. They're one step ahead of me. The Sonozaki family got the corpses to use them as a joker, as a wild card. They're trying to use them to sell me out to the police. Or Rena is just in the wrong spot, and she's just jumping to conclusions again. The Sonozaki family is trying to kill me using their death squad, but they want to have insurance just in case they fail. The thing they're afraid of the most is I might work together with the police. If they could prevent that from happening, I'd have no one to work with. If that happens, I can no longer run away from them. I'd still be a fish in their pond. They're going to use the corpses to sell me out to the police for the murder of Rena and Teppei. If the police started seeing me as a suspect, they'd never listen to my story. They could have been my last hope, but this will certainly turn them against me. But I'm sure the Sonozaki family doesn't want to use their joker unless absolutely necessary. After all, Mion Sonozaki helped bury the corpses. Plus, they don't want the police to hover around Hinamizawa when the day of arrival is so close. I'm going to call Oishi tonight, and I'm going to ask him for help. I'm going to tell him everything, including the things I haven't even told Keiichi-kun. I don't know if Oishi will believe me. This is a gamble, and my chance of winning is very small. Plus, my worst enemy has the Joker, the bags with the corpses inside. I'm impressed with Mion. It's just what I'd expect from the leader of our club. This is a battle that I'm betting my life on, but to Mion, this is like a board game taking place across Hinamizawa itself. I grinned, repeating to myself that it's just a game. I put my life on the line for every club activity we do because I don't want to suffer the punishment. This time, that's become the literal truth. There could only be one reason why they're trying so hard to drive me into a corner. It's because they're afraid of me. I assumed I was just a little girl with no power, running around in confusion. But my enemy must not be thinking that way. If they didn't think I was a threat to them, they wouldn't take risks like this to drive me into a corner. That means the scrapbooks Mio-san left me must be way more dangerous to them than I think they are. I see. They have a Joker, but so do I. The Joker I have is so deadly and so powerful it can break their plot into pieces. That's why they're so eager to find me. Ha ha ha. A cornered mouse really can bite a cat. Yeah, what was I saying about a cornered animal, right? I felt my fear towards my enemy fade away all of a sudden. Just as I fear them, so do they fear me too. So this is an evenly matched game. I don't have as bad a hand as I thought I did. I was right to come here. I found out about the card my enemy was holding. This is a big deal. I felt myself shiver with excitement. Ooh, I grinned to encourage myself. Oh no, Beast Rena is coming back. I don't need to be here any longer. They know this place. They might come here to find me. It's not safe for me to stay here for long. I decided to go back to my hideout. On the way back, I passed close to my house. I noticed something different right away. Oh, the police. I hid behind a bush and looked at the front gate of my house. My father was talking to a police officer. I strained to catch their conversation.
はい。いつもはそこに止めてあるはずなんです。
My father pointed to the place where I usually parked my bicycle.
わかりました。もしお嬢さんが帰られましたらご連絡をください。こちらの方でも探してみます。
Mi-chan, you're good. Did you already play your Joker? Mion always starts a battle by attacking without hesitation and wins. It seems like the police are already after me. My chance of being able to explain the conspiracy to Oishi was already small, but this makes it even smaller. No. That's why I'm going to talk to Oishi. He sees the Sonozaki family as his enemy, and he's trying to expose everything about them before his retirement. That's why he'll be on my side. He's not going to fall for their trick. Of course, there's a very high possibility that everything was part of their trap from the very beginning. It's possible he claimed the Sonozaki family was his enemy in order to make me believe he's on my side. But their Joker is actually giving me hope. If Oishi is one of them, it would be too early to play their Joker. Oishi isn't one of them. That's why they got the Joker, so they can play it before I go to the police. No, wait. That might be a trick to make me think that way in order to make me trust Oishi. When Mion gave me two choices to choose from, it's usually better to choose the one I like without thinking too much. Mion, after all, likes to guess people's intention in order to confuse them. So when you think about a choice too much, you're already in her trap. I'm going to do as I planned. I'm going to call Oishi after it gets dark. If he's going to become my ally, we can talk about the future. I love how she's not seeing the... She can't, I know, right now. She's in this headspace, but she can't see that the logical conclusion to this would be that she left home from school early because she wasn't feeling well. She still hasn't shown up yet. You know, her father comes home and there's money missing and she hasn't come home yet, so he's assumed something's happened to her. And that's why the police are there, but for her it's like, oh no, the death squad is after me, like... And if he isn't, then that I realized was what I had to think about before it got dark.
いえいえ、時間のことは気にしないでくださいよ。残業代はついちゃいませんが、ちゃんと勤務中ですので。
I started the conversation with an ordinary greeting to try and gauge his reaction. There's a 50-50 chance that Oishi is one of them. If he's their pawn, he'll either lure me out somewhere so he can arrest me, or he'll ask me where the scrapbooks are. But even if he didn't, I wouldn't prove anything. It's going to be difficult to determine if he's on my side or not, and I'd have to tell him about the scrapbooks no matter what. Once again, she's not even concerned about the fact that she's killed 2 people and she's talking to the police. It's all about the scrapbooks. My heart's beating very fast. Even if I was sure that Oishi isn't their pawn, I'd still have to make him believe such a crazy story. And I'd have to do that over the phone. Worrying wouldn't do anything for me. This is, I know, a gamble. I have but a small chance of winning. If I didn't put my chips on the table, the game wouldn't even start.
以前も少し話しましたが、やっぱり私、何者かに狙われてるみたいです。
それは本当ですか？
ええ。以前までは、ひょっとすると気のせいかもしれないと思う程度だったのですが、昨日あたりから間違いないと思うレベルになりました。
間違いないレベルと言いますと？
数台の車が私の身辺を伺っているようなんです。うちの1台は白いワゴン車で、造園屋に偽装した4人の特攻隊と思われる人間が乗っています。
Oh, Rena. Oh, man. Attack units. Oh, she's just going all in, isn't she?
特攻隊というと、園崎家の暗殺部隊の？
No, but Oishi says death squad, so...
はい、おそらくそうに違いないと思います。今日、学校にまで詰めかけてきました。あわやのところで逃れましたが、危ないところでした。
しかし、なんだって急に。まさか、竜宮さんが富武殺しについて嗅ぎ回っているとでも思い込んだんですかね。
Oishi hasn't mentioned the scrapbooks yet. It sounded rather unnatural to beat around the bush like that by mentioning Tomitake's murder. But as I haven't told him about the scrapbooks, it could be a legitimate reaction.
実はですね、ついさっき嫌な話を耳にしました。もうちょっとちゃんと調べてからお耳に入れたかったのですが、お互い新情報を知ったら伝える約束です。
Oh, bad news. Is it going to be about Rena and Tepe?
ですので、とりあえずお話しておきます。実は、沖宮の園崎組で悪い動きがあるらしいんです。
Okay, Oishi's fully on board with this. I mean, maybe not for the same reasons as Rena thinks, but...
園崎組で悪い動きですか？
ええ。ちょっとショックな話かもしれません。実は、若い衆に人探しを命じているという話なんですがね。
人探し？
My heart stopped for a moment upon hearing that. Are they?
私もにわかには信じられません。探しているのは、
Oh, wow.
あなたらしいんですよ。
Oishi, wow. It's almost like 2 conspiracy theorists just like kind of reaffirming each other's, well, conspiracies, I guess. But, I mean, Oishi's like a cop, so I don't know why he would say this unless he was somewhat certain about it.
竜宮レナを探させているそうなんです。まだ仕入れたばかりの情報なんで何が狙いかは分かっていませんが、あなたの名前が出ていることだけは間違いありません。
And here I was saying, wouldn't it be funny if Rena was right the whole time? This game is playing me so hard, like I don't know what's true and what's not.
私が身に危険を感じ始めているという話、信じてもらえますか？
ねえ、互いの話がきれいに一致します。竜宮さん、これはどういうことですか？お心当たりは？
What they're really looking for are the scrapbooks I have. They want to know where they are, and they believe that I'm hiding them. They must be thinking that they'll be able to hide the information in the scrapbooks forever if they succeed in shutting my mouth. But I couldn't tell Oishi about that yet. I answered his question by asking him a question.
大石さんの方で何かわかりませんか？私には全然どうしてだか。
私だってわかりません。園崎組があなたという個人を狙って動くなんて考えられない。でも事実なんです。信頼できる筋から得た情報で紛れはありません。
園崎組が私に関心があるのではなく、園崎本家が私に関心があるというのはどうですか？
こういった動きはめったに見せるものではありません。 例えば組の上納金の持ち逃げがあったとか、そういうトラブルがあった時にはこういう騒ぎもあったりします。
I was like, would it have anything to do with Rena and Teppei's murder? I mean, because Kasai knows them. I don't know what capacity, but he knows them. So maybe they were getting money for this. I don't know.
でもそれは大抵組関係の業界の話で、仇である個人が対象となるなんて前例がありません。
私がその貴重な一例目であるのは嬉しいですが、前例がないで済まされちゃこっちはたまらないです。
まあ竜宮さん、落ち着いて落ち着いて。今度は竜宮さんが話す番じゃないんですか？
何をですか？
竜宮さん、園崎組がこういう動きを見せることは、おい何かの誤解にしたってなかなかあることじゃない。心当たりはありませんか？竜宮さんにとっては何気ない何かが彼らを誤解させている可能性もあります。私の読みでは連中、あなたが園崎本家周辺を嗅ぎ回っていて、何かとんでもない事実を掴んだ、もしくは掴んだと思い込んでるのどちらかじゃないかと思います。
It's weird. And then Mion is freely telling Keiichi about, the fact that, well, assuming this is true, this is all assumptions that Mion's telling the truth to kind of downplay her family, what they're capable of. She freely told Keiichi about all the things. It's like, oh, we didn't actually do these things. We just do this so that we've got power and people think we're more powerful than we are.
それは竜宮さんが日々の生活でしてしまうような些細なものじゃない。
But obviously they're quite powerful because they do have a death squad.
もっと目立つ何かです。本当に心当たりはありませんか？
Is he my ally or my enemy? I still can't figure it out. This is it. Make your decision, Rena Ryugu.
多分私がミオさんのスクラップ帳を預かっているからだと思います。
ミオさん、高野ミオのスクラップ帳ですか？そいつは一体。
If he was my enemy, he wouldn't be able to hide his excitement. But his voice remained steady, and it didn't sound unusual when he said the word scrapbooks.
はい、実は私、ミオさんが殺される数日前に彼女と図書館で出会って、その時に意気投合して彼女に研究をまとめたスクラップ帳を数冊預けられたんです。
研究をまとめた？
はい、ミオさんはひなみ沢村の歴史について深く研究していたんです。そしてそれらを数冊のスクラップ帳にまとめていました。奴らはミオさんを殺した時、スクラップ帳が何冊か足りないのに気づき、それを私に託していたことを気づいたのだと思います。
奴らの狙いはスクラップ帳？リグさん、それは一体何なんですか？
ひなみ沢がかつて鬼ヶ淵村と呼ばれていた太古の昔についての研究をまとめたものです。お社様信仰の発祥について書かれています。
お社様信仰？人食い鬼の末裔が仙人になってっていう？
ええ、ミオさんはその研究の中でお社様信仰についてのある重大な秘密を暴いたんです。その研究結果はお社様を神聖であると崇める人たちにとっては極めて冒涜的な内容でした。
なるほどなるほど。信仰の特に盲信的な連中にはその研究の存在が許せなかった。
Oishi was taking notes. I could hear him writing something while he spoke.
彼らはミオさんを消し、そのミオさんが残したスクラップ帳も葬ろうとしているんです。最初のうちは私が持っているのかどうか分かりかねているようだったんですが、昨日を境に疑わしきは殺せという方針に変わったように感じています。
なるほど。それは好ましい状況ではありませんね。あなたの身辺を警戒させましょう。あとそのスクラップ帳を拝見させてください。高野殺しの何かの手がかりになるかもしれない。
あ、いえ、警察の内部にも奴らの手先が混じっている可能性が高いです。ですから身辺の警戒は結構です。 自分の身は自分で守ります。
Rena, I can look after myself. Oh, she's probably gonna be like, no, you're just a little girl. What can you do? Ah, it's Rena, dude. Don't underestimate her.
あとスクラップ長も同じです。彼らはそれを抹消しようとするでしょう。たとえ警察の中であっても。
園崎組があなた一人をターゲットに動いている以上、もしこれが園崎本家の頂上からの指令なら、その可能性は確かにありますね。
And again, this must be very, like, cathartic for her to be able to, like, with Keiichi, to be able to talk to somebody about this and have them at least appear to believe her. And just be able to, like, you know, let them know what's going on and not have someone think that she's crazy.
園崎本家が敵だった場合、悔しいですが、私たちの中にも内通者がいないとは限りません。
I mean, Oishi is, like, right on. Instead of insisting about it, you know, he's just like, okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
そういうことです。ですから私のことは気にしないでください。それよりお願いがあります。とてもとても重要なお願いです。
言ってください。何ですか？
ミオさんの研究によるならば、今ひなみ沢の闇に恐ろしい陰謀があり、それが遠くないうちに実行されそうなんです。
陰謀？それは一体何です？
I got tense all of a sudden. If I tell him everything, it's going to sound like a big lie. I should leave out the bizarre sounding parts for now. It'd actually make the story more credible.
奴らの正体はお社様信仰の信者たちです。奴らは明治以降すっかり下火になってしまったお社様信仰の意向を取り戻し、太古の鬼ヶ淵村の時代のような厳格な信仰を復活させようとしているんです。
続けてください。メモしてます。
ミオさんの研究によると、お社様伝説の根底には大昔のある風土病の存在があるんです。
Rena said she was gonna, like, keep some stuff to herself. It seems like she's telling him everything.
その風土病の猛威がお社様のたたりと恐れられ、それを治療できる医者的存在がお社様と崇められ、村を支配した。
そうだったんですか。なるほど。続けて。
Oh, maybe Oshi's starting to maybe not believe her as much. When someone says, that's interesting, it's like,
その風土病は土着のある特殊な寄生虫によるものだったんです。ですが、長い世代を繰り返すうちに徐々に無害になっていき、彼らにとって風土病が無害ではお社様のたたりがなく、たたりがなければ救いも必要ない。だからお社様の神聖性が保てないわけです。
それを復活させようとしたら、それはつまり風土病を蘇らせるということを意味するわけですかな。
そうです。奴らはお社様伝説をゼロからもう一度やり直し、お社様の降臨を再現しようとしているんです。そのため古代の強力な風土病を再発させる原始の寄生虫を研究していたと思われます。連続開始事件の正体はこの研究結果を試すものだったんです。そして富武さんに対して古文書に残る氏脇病を再現できた。奴らは5年かけて原始の力を持つ寄生虫を復活させたんです。
なんてこった。
奴らの最終的な目的はその寄生虫をばらまき、お社様に帰依する者のみを特効薬で救い、お社様信者のみの楽園を作ろうとしているんです。
それは間違いなく事実でしょうね。
このスクラップ帳にはその寄生虫がひなみ沢の人間のほぼ全員に寄生している事実が書かれています。医学的根拠に基づいていて、その寄生を間違いなく裏付けます。
信じられない。お寮のババアめ、ほっときゃいつでもお迎えが来るだろうに。自分一人じゃ三途の川一つ渡らないのか。こいつは無差別テロだぞ。
Okay, well, Oishi definitely seems to believe it now.
なんてこった。
本来の寄生虫はひなみ沢一帯にしか適用できませんでしたが、彼らはその競技の傾向からより広域にわたって寄生虫が環境適応できるよう改良を加えている可能性が高いです。ひなみ沢だけにとどまらない。沖宮を飲み込むか、市内全域に及ぶか、県全体にまで及ぶか。
さったり。どうすりゃいいんだ、くそ。首謀者は誰です？
ひなみ沢御三家。おそらくは園崎家の当主でしょう。ただしお涼が主会なのか、お涼すらも駒なのかは分かりません。私には奴らを奴らと呼ぶことしかできない。
Oishi's just like, he stopped hearing after Sonozaki family because he's got like, he's got a grudge with them.
その規模も全く分からないんです。
その研究がどこで行われているか分かりますか？そこを押さえます。
それはこのスクラップ帳にも書かれていません。大石さんの方で見当はつきませんか？
そんな寄生虫だのなんだのの研究をしてるってことは、改造拳銃ぐらいならガレージを改造して秘密工場にもできるだろうが、寄生虫じゃそうはいかないでしょ
う。ミオさんは入江診療所に勤めている看護師でした。入江診療所が怪しいということはありませんか？ひなみ沢の規模から見て立派すぎるのが前から不審だと思っていました。
はあ、入江診療所か。
They need a specially designed facility with advanced airtight containment, among other considerations, to be able to do research on dangerous parasites like this one. It's easy to equate suspicious research with a clinic facility, but it also sounds too easy and a little cliché. At first, I thought they converted part of the clinic into a secret research center, but that actually sounds a little too unrealistic.
とにかくそれがどこかは分かりません。それはどうか大石さんの方で調べてください。怪しげなところを片っ端から調べられないんですか？
ご存知の通り、警察は強制捜査には令状ってもんが必要です。そりゃ後付けで取ることもできますがね、間違いなくそこだという決定的な証拠があった時の話です。
Oishi is a police officer. If he's going to work as a police officer, he has to follow their rules.
でも大掛かりな細菌テロが計画されているのだけは事実なんです。しかもミオさんの殺し方の請求さから見て、私は彼らが実行に移す X デーが近いような気がしてなりません。
わかりましたわかりました。こちらの方でも何とかしています。そんなとんでもない計画なら園崎本家も一枚岩ってわけにはいかないでしょう。必ずどこかに胸中で反対している人間がいるはずです。そういう人物と接触できないか任せてください。こういうのは私の得意とするところですよ。
Oishi laughed to try and cheer me up. I was upset with the work of the police before, but Oishi's positive reaction is very reliable. He's what you might call an outlaw. Oishi's greatest advantage to me is that he doesn't exactly play by their rules. It's very encouraging that he has that kind of skill, especially since we have to act both very quickly and without conclusive evidence. The police normally investigate incidents after they've happened, but that doesn't work in this case. If this incident actually does occur, it's going to be a big disaster. Maybe a great Hinamizawa disaster?
ミオさんはなんて恐ろしい陰謀を暴いたんだろうと恐ろしくなります。
気の毒な最後でした。隣の県の山中でドラム缶の中でこんがりでしてね、気の毒なことです。そういえばちょいと彼女のことで変わった話がありましてね。
変わった話ですか？
最初何か事件に関係があるのかなって思ってたんですがね、今のとてつもない陰謀の話に比べたらさまつな話です。多分鑑識のちょっとしたミスでしょう。
いえ、聞かせてください。そういう約束じゃなかったですか？
いえ、隠すつもりなんかありません。ただちょいと夏向きな話だったもんで。龍宮さん、綿流しの晩を覚えてますか？あの晩の祭りの終わった後です。あなたの仲良し5人組と富武、高野の7人で談笑してますよね。
談笑というほどではありませんでしたが、少し話をしたような気がします。
高野の遺体が見つかったのはその晩なわけですが、隣の県警さんの鑑識では死後24時間以上って
I'm saying this like this is the first time I'm hearing this, but this probably is what happens every chapter.
でもそれだと話がおかしい。あの祭りの前の晩には殺されてることになる。
殺されてることになる？
I'm confused. If she was found dead on the night of Watanagashi, and she had been dead for 24 hours, that means...
つまり早い話が綿流しの日には高野はもう死んでることになるんですよ。
That seems to be a reoccurring theme here, is people showing up at places when they should already be dead, or people being able to be places that they're not supposed to be.
だからあの祭りの晩に会った彼女は実はゾンビだったのかななんてね。
Or, doppelgangers, you know, that pops up a lot.
まあ、あちらの鑑識のちょいとしたポカでしょう。
I felt my brain freezing over. Oishi laughed, saying it sounded like a horror story from summer camp. But actually, the fact that Mio-san's time of death was off backed up her incredulous theories. I haven't mentioned this one to Oishi or Keiichi-kun. Ooh. If I did, they'd start to doubt everything else I've said. That's how absolutely unbelievable this theory is. Alright, lay it on me, girl. What is it? At any rate, the mismatch with the time of Mio-san's death means a lot. What irony. Mio-san came up with a theory, and she proved it correct with her own life. No, not yet. This doesn't prove anything yet. If her theory is true, it might happen again. There's no way. It can't be true. I still can't believe it. But Oishi just said it. He said Mio-san was already dead on the night of the festival. It means Mio-san, who was walking arm in arm with Tomitake-san on that night, wasn't Mio-san. Mio-san was already dead, so that wasn't her. That means she was... what? I felt a new sensation, one I'd never felt in my life before. It's probably super obvious. I'm like, all I can think of is like doppelganger or zombie. It wasn't an ordinary kind of dread. It was fear of the truth. No fear is worse than the fear of accepting a truth you don't want to believe. Compared to this fear, the fear of being stalked by the Sonozaki family or being burned alive in an oil drum looks silly. That's how deep of a fear I felt. And I felt it crawling all over my body like little maggots.
リグさん、悪いことは言いません。警察が信用できないお気持ちもわかります。園崎本家は市内全域を牛耳っていますからね。署にも園崎家の御用聞きみたいな連中がいますし、それでも今のあなたは危険だ。それで、私個人を信用してはくれませんか。私以外の誰も知らないところにあなたをかくまいます。私をどうか信用してください。
I don't doubt Oishi at this point. I actually think he's very reliable. I would have said yes without a second thought. But the situation has drastically changed. Mio-san's death backs up this unbelievable truth. I trust Oishi. I believe he'll find the enemy and take them down. But I'd rather protect myself on my own than let someone else do it. If the unbelievable truth is real, so if Oishi hadn't mentioned that little tidbit, maybe Rena would have taken him up on the offer, but now she's like, I have to see if this is true. Then I couldn't trust anybody except myself. No, even myself might appear before me too. Oh! Is there a thing about doppelgangers? Extra set of footsteps? You know, the whole thing. Myself might appear before me too.
大石さん、本当にありがとうございます。とにかく奴らの研究所を突き止めて、なんとか陰謀を食い止めてください。私はしばらく身を潜めます。また連絡しますね。
I noticed I'd been on the phone too long. I'd been using this phone booth with a light in the middle of the darkness. In other words, I'd been telling everybody I'm here. Oh, are we...
もしもし。
Okay, now we're Oishi. Man, we are jumping all over the place with this one.
もしもし。
She hung up. Oishi wanted to talk more. He clicked his tongue and put the phone in. Oh, we're like third person now. His junior, Kumagai, rushed into the room.
おいさん、やっぱりヤバそうな山っす。リュウグウレナを探させているのは園崎組葛西達義。
Kasai? What? What?
葛西？園崎茜の
I am
懐
just as
刀じゃないですか。
I am just as shocked as Oishi's. Tatsuyoshi Kasai was a pretty high-ranking big shot, even amongst the boss's younger brothers. Maybe this has something to do with Rena and Teppei's disappearance, and maybe he has a feeling that she killed them. Because, like I said, he knew them. Maybe they were getting money for the Sonozakis. He used to be the boss of a subordinate branch, but after suffering a bad injury during a gang war, he stepped down, and now he served as the boss's aide. Akane Sonozaki relies especially on him, and as her right-hand man, he's still feared even now. When Kasai moves, other gangs consider it as a declaration of war. They fear him very much. He's a warrior among warriors. He's been lying low these days, but he's led countless numbers of gang wars. He was also the leader of the professional attack squadron that went to the US to receive military training during the dam conflict. They were crazy enough to think of attacking the Ministry of Construction for real.
情報や界隈でも相当な騒ぎになってるようです。竜宮レナが園崎組にとって相当都合の悪いものを握ってるんじゃないかともっぱらの噂です。
Holy shit. So here I was being like, Rena's gone cray-cray. But this is just like, I mean, this could be for a completely different reason. I don't know if it's about the scrapbooks. I think that's Rena's belief. I think this is about the murders. Because the fact that, like, Rena and Teppei's murders were just kind of brushed off, like, it's gotta come back somehow, right?
情報屋の皆さんもさすがに勘がいいですね。ね。こりゃとんでもない山になってきたぞ。
佐藤さんは例の建設省とお寮の秘密交渉テープじゃないかって見てるみたいっす。だとすれば人が死ぬ騒ぎになるっすよ。
This is more serious than that, Oishi thought. If her story is true, this is a massive conspiracy. It's going to cause more than quite a few deaths. It might destroy the entire village, or even the entire prefecture. This is going to be the biggest terrorist strike in history.
竜宮レナ、やばいですよ。くまちゃん、覆面パトを竜宮家に貼り付かせてください。本日付で竜宮レナから暴力団組織に脅迫を受けている訴えがあったため、身辺警護ってことにします。ガジオには後で私から話します。
いえ、実は竜宮レナは自宅を出ているらしいです。駐在所からの連絡ではどうも家の金を何十万か盗んで雲隠れしているらしいんです。それから竜宮家の前には園崎組の車が1台張り付いているという連絡が。
バッカ野郎！なんでそいつは早く言わないんだ。竜宮レナは相当高度に狙われてるぞ。さっきの電話はいいじゃなかったんだ。竜宮レナを至急保護します。車回せ。家の前に張り付いてる野郎を締め上げろ。おい、わけの何か来い。おっす。
I gotta like give Oishi props for like he's on it. He like, you know, he does seem to actually care about protecting her, and like, yeah, he might be using her for information to take down the Sonozakis, but I was just like, it's like they said, he's a little bit of an outlaw, but he gets shit done.
レナさんが家にいない？この時間に？
はい。
So she owns in on it too.
しばらく家の前で待たせていただきましたが、戻られる。
誰かの家に遊びに行ってるとかじゃない？案外、本家でお姉たちと一緒に部活大会だったりしてね。
So Shion knows what's up. But I want to believe Mion has nothing to do with this. Mion doesn't know what's going on. Shion was lying down on the sofa, picturing her sister and her friends fooling around and playing games like they always did.
一応それを疑って本家にも寄らせていただきましたが、いらっしゃられないようでした。ミオンさんもレナさんがお帰りになられないのを心配しておられました。
そうなの？どうしたんだろうね。はって。
めったにないことだろうとは思いますが、たちの悪いのに絡まれたのかもしれません。
Or maybe they're trying to find her to protect her? Maybe, I don't know. It's like I don't want to believe that they're actually hunting her.
念のためレナさんを見かけていないかどうか聞き込ませています。
あの子に限っては大丈夫だと思うけどな。何気に強いしね。
それはそうと、私に何の用だったんです？
Kasai took off his jacket. Shion only told him to go see Rena because she heard that Rena had requested to see him in person. Oh, totally forgot about that.
あれ？
Oh my gosh, is this all just a coincidence again that Kasai was just doing what she asked, was to meet up with him? And now they think that, like, oh, you know, Kasai is looking for Rena, therefore, oh my gosh, this game just keeps throwing me off where it's like, I was in with the conspiracy again, and I still kind of am. Ugh.
言わなかったっけ？なんかね、葛西の落とし物を拾ってるらしいよ。お姉が言うには、レナさんそれを直接返したいんだってさ。おうおう、いいね。若い子にモテることで。
堪忍してください。しかし、ご無事だといいのですが。
Oh my gosh, I got taken for a ride. Right then, the phone rang. Ugh, it's all about things, just coincidences. Kasai answered it while loosening his tie.
はい、はい、わかりました。直ちに。
Kasai sounded very serious, and Shion immediately figured out who he was talking to.
誰？お父さん？
はい。レナさんを大至急保護して、本家へ護送せよとの、園崎本家からの命令です。
ばあさんの直令？
What?
レナさん、何をやらかしたんだか。
Okay, so maybe... God, this game is just giving me trust issues. So I'm like, okay, so Kasai just want to meet up with her because she asked him to. Oh, wait, no, actually, Oreo wants to have her brought into the main house for some reason.
ああ、爪かな。かわいそうに。くわばらくわばら。
レナがまだ帰ってないって？
うん、実は聞いた話だと、レナ自宅を出てどこかに雲隠れしてるらしい。
雲隠れ？どういうことだ？
あと、これはさっき入ってきた情報なんだけど、警察がリュウグウレナの行方を探してるって。
なんだって？
Now everybody's...
レナの家の前にはすでに覆面パトカーが1台張り付いてる。
It's funny, and now this is all for different reasons, because they're gonna think that they're after her because she killed Rena and Teppei. The police are actually there because the Sonozakis are after her, and it's just like everybody's just getting mixed signals about what's going on.
村の中にもすでにサイレンなしのパトカーが数台入り込んでるみたい。あと、君吉本家にも警察から電話があって、リュウグウレナの所在を至急確認したいので、懲戒連絡網で確認をしてほしいと連絡があったって。
ってことはまさか俺たちの隠した死体が見つかったってことか？
We hid them deep in the mountains. They couldn't have found them that easily.
うん、それは 100% ありえない。
No, she's saying it's impossible, maybe because she moved the bodies.
私が保証するよ。
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it seems like it.
おう、よく 100% なんて言い切れるな。
うん、実はね、あの死体、
yep.
園崎家の方で秘密の場所に処分させてもらったの。
Oh, it's just weird that she can just tell people, hey, don't ask questions. Yes, there's some bodies. I know where they are. Take care of it.
秘密の場所？
まあまあまあ、そこは深く考えない。あのね、私たちが埋めたあの山林。
Oh.
後でよくよく聞いてみたら、
Smart, Mion.
今年の夏に大規模な伐採計画があるって分かったの。だから、ちょっと私の方で手を回させてもらったってわけ。
It's creepy how much power she has. But if she's using it for good, I'm okay with it.
そっか、お前、味方なら頼りになるけど。
Exactly.
敵だったら怖いやつだな。
おじさんを誰だと思ってるんだか。
じゃあ、死体じゃないよな。一体どうして警察がレナを？
わからない。北条哲平と間宮里奈が竜宮家を食い物にしようとしてたって話は裏の界隈ではちょっと知られてたらしいんだよ。そっちの角度からレナが浮上したのかもしれない。とにかく容疑者ってわけじゃないみたい。でも重要参考人とかって扱いではあるだろうね。
どっちだって同じだぜ。くそ、せっかくレナは平穏な生活を取り戻したんだぞ。ここで台無しになんかしてたまるか。ミオ、俺たちでなんとかレナをかばおう。
当然だよ。とにかく警察よりも先にレナの身柄を確保するよ。
Oh
さっ
god.
き沖宮の家に伝えた。
That's the worst thing that can happen right now because Rena is suspicious of the Sonozakis. And once again, Mion's trying to do this to help her, and Rena's just going to see this as confirmation of her conspiracy.
本家でならレナを 120% 警察から守れる。
Oh my gosh.
レナをかくまうだけじゃ解決にはならないんじゃないのか？
Just all these moving parts going on right now, and it's just like, oh my gosh.
レナの嫌疑を何とかしないと。
そこは保護してから考えるよ。アリバイを証明する証人なんかいくらでも作れるし、本家に出入りしてる最高の弁護士もいる。私たちは仲間を絶対に見捨てない。
ああ、そうさ。絶対にレナを守ってやろうな。くそ、俺ができるのはミオンに頼るだけかよ。情けねえぜ。
まあまあ、蛇の道は蛇ってことだよ。おじさんの方で手を尽くすから。あと村全体で警察の目をごまかすため、レナがゴグラのあたりで目撃されたことにしよう。警察の目が広域に散ればそれだけ薄くなるはずだよ。
なるほどな。そいつはうまいぜ。
I feel so bad for Mion though, like she was trying so hard to help Rena, and Rena just sees her as an enemy.
こんなのはダム戦争の頃はお手の物だったよ。絶対にレナをかばいきってみせる。あとケイちゃん、レナはケイちゃんのことは特に信頼してた。だからレナの方からケイちゃんのところに現れる可能性がある。その時にはすぐ保護してあげてほしい。その時は私にもすぐ連絡してね。
Oh no, Rena's not gonna like that if Rena does show up at the house, and Keiichi's like, I'm gonna call Mion, and Rena's gonna be like, no, you will not.
お、わかったぜ。
レナは強い子だからね。きっとこんな苦難も乗り越えてみせるよ。
そうだな。
I hesitated to say something. Rena hadn't been her normal self lately. If she was her normal self, I have no doubt she could overcome this. But Rena is deeply convinced that Takano-san's delusions are true. Rena believes the Sonozaki family is behind the conspiracy. I'm not sure if she trusts the Sonozaki family to protect her.
大丈夫だよ。私とレナだって仲間同士なんだからさ。腹を割って話せばすぐに誤解だって分かってくれるよ。ケイちゃんだって私と話して誤解が解けたんでしょ。よくもまあ、あんなとんでも話を信じたもんだよ。
まあな、我ながらよくあんな話を鵜呑みにしたもんだぜ。前原圭一、多分一生の恥だぜ。
Oh, Keiichi, that's the worst thing that happens to you. You're gonna be okay. I really was deeply convinced until I talked to Mion. Even after the promise of friendship we made, I doubted her. Takano-san was endowed with magic, and I think the scrapbook she wrote also carried a spell. The scrapbooks can make people go mad. They're forbidden scrapbooks. Nobody was supposed to read them. Rena is captivated by the power of that magic, even after Takano-san's death. I have to wake her up. I've got a very bad feeling about it. Maybe that is. Maybe whoever in each chapter Takano gives you the scrapbooks, it's gonna make you go crazy. Because, I mean, Shion was already kind of going down that path anyway before she got the scrapbooks, and Rena had, you know, some underlying mental issues. And I feel like that just kind of, like, reinvigorated or, like, you know, brought them out of repression. What if that's what it was? These were magic scrapbooks the whole time.
ああ、ごめん。来客だわ。なんだか警察っぽいな。じゃあこれで電話を切るね。
お、わかった。
レナは今晩以降、ゴグラのあたりに潜伏してることになってる。警察に何か聞かれても、知りません、会ってませんで通すんだよ。
お、了解。
Mio waited for my answer, then hung up the phone. After she hung up, I slowly started to feel like Rena was being consumed by some huge, unthinkable fate. It's not only the police I'm worried about. I'm also worried because Rena is ensnared by the power of Takano-san's magic. I fear she might be suffering from incredible anxiety. Oh, right. Rena might be hiding at her secret base in the garbage dump. Rena once told me she used to spend time there when Rena-san was at her house. And she told me she hid the scrapbooks there, too. If she's hiding there, she must be hungry by now. I should bring her something to eat. Oh, no. No, Keiichi, leave her alone. Oh, he's doing it with the best of intentions, but I'm just afraid he's walking into something horrible. I went to the kitchen to look for some junk food. My mother looked confused.
母さんごめん。ちょっと出かけてくるよ。
こんな時間に？もう遅いからよしなさい。
大切な用事なんだ。すぐ戻るよ。あとそれから、もし俺が留守の間にレナが来るようなことがあったら、それからレナの所在を尋ねる電話が来たら、知らないって言って切っちゃって。
My mom looked angry I was leaving the house at so late an hour, but I rushed out of the house before she could say anything. Oh, I have such a pit in my stomach of anxiety of what he's walking into. I grabbed a flashlight from the wall of the garage, got on my bicycle, and sped off into the darkness. And you know, too, like, if they are looking for her, they're gonna have probably people parked outside of all of her friends' places, so they could just follow Keiichi, and, like, he's gonna lead them right to her. The moon looked beautiful, but in a creepy way. I felt like something terrible is going to happen. I don't know what it is, but I know it's coming. Something is going to happen. Maybe these premonitions I talk about, maybe it's like I said in each chapter, these alternate realities, these alternate timelines. It seems like some of the characters have some sort of vague remembrance of things that have happened before. So it's like when he talked about how he would kill Teppei with no hesitation because he's done it before in another timeline, and it's just like he knows something bad's gonna happen. The moon, seemingly knowing just what that something will be, looked like it was laughing at us, pacing back and forth in confusion. Damn it. Laugh all you want. Laugh at this funny story as much as you want. I'm not going to laugh. I'm going to fight. I'm going to smash through whatever fate is waiting for us. Rena, I hope you're there. Maybe my bicycle needs some oil? It was making a lousy noise as I pedaled. Damn it, even my bicycle is laughing at us. Oh, what's gonna happen? Alright, them. Okay, is this where she's gonna talk about the theory that she kind of hinted at? I finished talking with... sorry. I finished talking with Oishi on the phone and soon left the phone booth. I realized something and a chill ran through my body. I was in a phone booth that stood out tremendously in the dark. Somebody must have seen me. I was certain. I was being watched. I saw glowing eyes staring at me in the dark. It wasn't human. Was it an illusion? No. I knew who they were. They were the ones controlling the 3 families who ruled Hinamizawa. Its eye level was too low for it to be a human, and its outline was vague. I knew from past records that they were physically frail. The silhouette, which indicated its inhuman appearance, was unbelievably unrealistic, especially its protruding head. One of the scrapbooks I received from Mio-san described its appearance in detail. Their eyeballs were pure red like blood, and their bodies smelled like ammonia. Even though some of them have at times been captured around the world, all of them melted or disappeared, leaving no trace behind. The only traces remaining are the marks, proving their descent to Earth. Oh boy, now we're dealing with aliens? Right then, the impossible, unrealistic silhouette took a close... oh my gosh. Oh, that step sound made me a little nervous there. Right then, the impossible... oh my gosh. Let's try that again. Right then, the impossible, unrealistic silhouette took a step closer and got closer and closer towards me, making a realistic noise as it crunched across the gravel. The noise pulled me back to reality. It kept walking towards me. It sounded like it was kicking pebbles everywhere as it walked. It was coming closer and closer. I was scared, so I said the same thing once again. And this time, the glass door of the phone booth I was in started to rattle and shake. Bang! It made weird sounds as if being struck by something. Okay, I screamed loudly in fear and started running. I ran so hard it felt like my lungs were about to explode. And then I looked back to find that thing was no longer chasing after me. This is like the end of the first chapter with Keiichi in the phone booth and he's running from something, but then he died. Or no, I think he was running to the phone booth and he got killed. So that he could call Oishi and tell him somebody was chasing after him. Was it my imagination? There's no way it was just my imagination. I definitely heard the sound of the gravel being kicked and the phone booth rattling. But I needed to calm down. Right then, I needed to make my heart stop beating so fast. I'd have to fight them eventually. The next time they appeared, I was going to strike back at them. I was going to squash their heads with my big hatchet. I'd protect Hinamizawa. It was my duty to do so. I wouldn't allow them to do whatever they wanted. I saw the lights flickering in my head again. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, we are going to leave it on that cliffhanger. I apologize, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode, but I mean, I feel like this was a good place to end it. Oh my gosh, I just want to keep playing. I do. Like it's getting so intense and I need to know what's going to happen next, but I know if I keep playing it's going to be like I'm probably going to sit down for at least another hour to go through it and I don't have the time right now. So, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to find out what happens next with the police, the Sonozaki's after her, Keiichi's on his way to her. She's going to do something to him, I feel like. I gotta wait. So I'm gonna stop babbling. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and be sure to stay tuned for the next one. Until next time, bye guys.